Every time you go into your item equip menu, you're presented with a wide array of different items, useful for battles, puzzles, travel, and more. There are countless goodies to use in The Legend of Zelda. In today's video, we'll be talking about not necessarily the most useful, but the most enjoyable items. I'm MasaeAnela, and I'm presenting the Magic Meter Most Fun Items. The Cane of Pachi. The Minish Cap has a lot of fan-favorite items, including the Rock's Cape, which lets you soar through the skies, and the Remote Bombs, which later will become a key item in Breath of the Wild. However, no item from that game is as cool as the Cane of Pachi. With one flick of this stick, you can flip whatever you want. Pots, enemies, and even Link himself. Out of all the items on the list, this one is definitely the most practical in the real world. Burgers? No problem. Pancakes? Consider it done. Eggs? Absolutely, but probably broken. Point is, everyone could use more Cane of Pachi in their life. The Stopwatch. In the first Zelda game, there is no moment more frightening than when you walk into a room with dark nuts, wizrobes, and other nefarious baddies. Luckily, if the item tables are in your favor, the magic stopwatch will drop, letting you freeze all enemies on the screen. Then, with a few slashes of your trusty sword, you'll not only clear the room, but surely get some valuable rupees and delicious healing hearts. And hey, like the Remote Bombs, a similar mechanic would return in Breath of the Wild in the form of stasis. Fairy Spell. Yeah, Life Spell heals you, and Jump Spell lets you leap like an Olympic athlete. But in Zelda 2, the true best spell is Fairy. Got a challenging room of devious underworld monsters? Just soar over it. Forgot to get that key from the one passage at the start of the temple? Just go right through the lock. Just keep an eye out, Link. I hear there are madmen with bottles out there who may snatch you up. Magnetic Glove. Push, pull, push, pull. The Magnetic Glove in Oracle of Seasons lets you summon giant metal orbs from across a dungeon room. You can also use the glove to pull masks off those pesky Helmosaurs. But the glove is also useful as a method of transportation. You can push and pull Link himself to these immovable blocks, making it so you can clear large gaps with ease. It's almost like flying. There even is a boss that can only be defeated with the glove. It's not the greatest boss though, but regardless, boss killing! Some may find the sound kind of annoying, but to us, it's music to our ears. Pegasus Boots. If there's anything that a veteran Zelda player will tell you, it's that going fast in Zelda is fun. And convenient too. The Pegasus Boots enable that without compromise. Using these kicks, you can dash from screen to screen at breakneck speeds. Bash into trees, kill a few moblins, all at the low price of a concussion here and there. These fashionable footwear are so popular, they have appeared many times in the Zelda series. In Four Swords Adventures, there is an upgrade to the boots that allow you to run over gaps, no questions asked. Honestly, these shoes are a bit overpowered. Not that Link's complaining. The Deku Leaf. Imagine having just completed Dragon Roost Cavern in the Wind Waker, walking out proud with your new grappling hook, thinking that this is the most cool item in the game, only to moments later be gifted the Deku Leaf. Yeah, sorry grappling hook, you got a bit overruled. With this handy piece of foliage, you can soar the skies, using the wind to your advantage to access new areas. Plus, it can be used to move objects, steer rafts, and even stun enemies that get in your way. It's like having a whirlwind in your pocket. It does use your magic though, so you have to be careful, because you may just go plummeting into the sea. Or worse, the ground. Beetle. No, not the merchant. Granted, he might make a decent bludgeon, but from Skyward Sword, we have this flying mechanical insect. This little guy can soar through dungeon rooms, picking up items, whacking switches, and even putting some hurt on monsters. Nothing is more satisfying than snatching up a bomb and delivering it directly to the face of an oncoming bokoblin. Oh, and you can't forget that you can upgrade this item. With some help from Gondo, the scrap shop owner, you can increase the speed and durability of your beetle. Drone technology may just be getting popular here on Earth, but in Hyrule, it's already one of the hippest items. The long shot. Okay, so A Link to the Past brought us the Hookshot, that with a quick boing, it extends and contracts, grappling many things. But in Ocarina of Time, the Hookshot came into its own, allowing Link to pull himself across large gaps, stun pesky predators, and even defeat the vile boss Morpha. It's a good thing Link apparently has arm sockets of steel, because that whiplash is no joke. We'll freely admit that this spot in the countdown belongs to the whole family of hookshots. Claw shots, grip shots, and yes, even you, Switch Hook. We had to pick one for this list, so we went with the one that truly goes the distance. The spinner. We are quite happy that this isn't a most used items list, because unfortunately, the mighty spinner from Twilight Princess doesn't see much airtime following the Arbiter's grounds. But without a doubt, it's a true treat to use every time. Letting Link skate along dungeon walls and launching himself Beyblade style into unsuspecting skeletal foes is absolutely one of the highlights of the entire game. You even get to use the spinner to activate giant behemoth machinations. Anyone who has ever set foot on the spinner knows that this item is one of the most enjoyable to use in the whole series, and it deserves to come back. Please? The Fierce Deity Mask. The very definition of overpowered. From Majora's Mask, an item that literally turns Link into a god. Only after retrieving all the other masks in the game and completing the full mini-dungeon on the moon are you rewarded with this cheese of all cheese, the cream of the crop. Put this mask on and Link shoots straight through puberty, becomes an adult, and wields a magical blade of destruction, all in mere seconds. It turns one of the most fierce boss gauntlets in the entire Zelda series into a chump. Sword beam, sword beam, sword beam, dead. As long as you have the magic to sustain it, there is no item more fun to equip than this divine mask. Now, if only we could wreak havoc outside of boss battles with it. I'm MasaeAnela, narrating for Magic Meter. I'm a YouTuber, Twitch streamer, and artist, so I'm around the internet, usually geeking out about various things. Thanks for watching!